Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Well, it's the week before Christmas, and all through the house. No, just kidding. But yeah, this may be our last color and chat before Christmas. Well, it will be our last color and chat before Christmas, but it might be the last Christmas picture that I color for the color and chat. I don't know. I might still color another Christmas picture next weekend because it's still the holiday season. So yeah, might go ahead and do that. So for today, I absolutely love this book. This is by Sunlife Drawing, and it's Christmas Mosaic Color by number. And I like filling the lines in even better in Sunlife Drawings books because the lines are all the same width, where as Color Questopia's, sometimes it's narrower, sometimes it's thicker. So these are really a lot of fun to fill in first with the silver gel pen, like I always like to do. So I figure what I'm going to do is today I am going to color with my Ohuhu Brush markers because I have not colored with these a whole lot. So I do have my handy dandy little chart typed up for the colors that I use for Sunlife Drawing. So let's zoom in a little. And, well, let's see. Let's go ahead and start with number 1. These reindeer have black antlers. Okay. Different. I always thought they were brown. All right. So, yeah, how is everybody doing? I hope everybody is well, is healthy. Is everybody ready for Christmas? I know I'm not. I have most of my groceries bought for Christmas. Went and picked them up at Walmart yesterday. Just the things I can't pick up ahead of time. Things for the cheesy hash browns that I'm going to make, like the sour cream and stuff you can't really get too far in advance, right? So there's a few things I'll have to get when it's absolutely jam-packed next week. It was crowded enough this past weekend. So, yeah. Every day when it gets closer and closer to Christmas, it's going to get more and more crowded. Which I don't mind the crowds, gets me into the Christmas spirit, and that's why I always really liked Black Friday shopping. Not only can you get some fantastic deals, but yeah, I just kind of like the hustle and bustle and being out amongst the people, which is unusual for me because I'm not typically a real social, outgoing person. I prefer to just stay in my house. Yeah, I'm a big homebody. Stay home and color or diamond paint. Yeah, that's my comfort zone. That's my jam, as they say. But with that being said, I always did really like Black Friday shopping. Of course, this year I did it all online. And I think my mail carrier absolutely hated me. No, like I said in a previous color and chat, she's awesome. So I'm pretty lucky in that regard, because I know not all of them are that good. And she's always very pleasant, because heaven knows I get enough packages here. She probably thinks, oh gosh, gotta stop at her house again. Yeah, I think she's pretty used to it by now. She's probably shocked now when she doesn't have to. And of course it was extra busy with all the Christmas packages coming. So I still have all my presents to wrap, and I will be doing that tonight. Everything's up in the diamond painting room. Okay, I think that's all the ones. I'm sorry if this is kind of shiny. Number one, it's gloomy outside. Number two, it's the sun setting. So, okay, number two is gray, and I use neutral gray 3. All right, number 2. Yeah, it's kind of shiny for me too here under the lights. Oh no, you know what I forgot to put behind? Oh no. Ooh, not bad. There's this one little dot, a couple little dots, and that's it. Phew. Ooh, boy, did I luck out there. I've been doing so good too, remembering. Man. I'm just so eager to talk to you guys. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. All the Christmas stuff up in my diamond painting room. So today I took one of my 8-foot wide folding tables up there, set that up. Let's see. So that's up there. I got a folding chair up there. Got all the wrapping paper up there. And I forgot the reindeer's nose. So I just need my, well no, I don't need a scissors because I have one of those. It looks like a pen, but it has a little blade in one end that you just, you know, you don't have to snip all the paper. You just run it along and it cuts. Oh, I love that thing. Takes you a 1/10 of the time to cut paper with that than a scissors. So that's up there. So all I need up there is the tape. Is that the only tools? There's probably more in here. I'm just missing it. That's okay. All right. We have a couple of 3s, which is brown. And BR1. What is everybody doing for Christmas this year? I know it's going to be very different for many. I did ask my kids if they were all, you know, comfortable getting together this year. And yeah, they said they were. So we're going to kind of have the same gathering. Everybody's going to be out of quarantine and everybody else is healthy. So we really don't technically have a limit here on the number of people that, you know, can gather. I know we're going to be over the limit of what we probably should have together. So, but There's so much static electricity around here. Oh. And we have a humidifier on the furnace. And Bob checked it, and there is water going through it, through the filter. He even bought a new filter for it because he thought, well, you know, maybe the filter was, you know, getting really dirty. And it looked a little, what he thought was, you know, getting kind of like a film from water and stuff going through and stuff. So he did go and he bought a new one. And here, that is just the look of the filter. So it's not like it was really dirty. Okay, BR2, potato brown. So yeah, it's still really dry in here. My gosh, everything that Bob touches, he just gets zapped. I don't so much, and it's got to be the difference in the slippers that we wear. Because I said I must have like a rubber bottom on mine, and his must be plastic. Told him to get some different slippers. Because I said, well, why don't you take your slippers off? He never goes without something on his feet. He has to have his slippers on, even in summer. He puts them on just to get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom. But I said, you know, walk around for a bit without your slippers on. And we'll see. Because even when he goes from the living room to go into the kitchen, you have to go through a doorway. And if he touches the edge of that doorway, it's not framed. It's you know, like the older homes have that arched doorway and there's no wood frame. He touches the corner of that and he gets really zapped. So there, you know, must be metal in there. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter what he touches, he gets zapped. Oh, heavens, I swear to heaven, sometimes I can see the spark. Wow. So, you know, it is dry in here. And he says, yeah, in his bedroom, when he sleeps at night, he can feel it in his throat. So, that is one thing I got him for Christmas. Shh, don't say nothing. I bought him a nice humidifier for his bedroom. So hopefully that will help. It should. But why that humidifier on the furnace is not working, I don't know. Would be nice. Those of us in the north, you know how dry the air gets up here in wintertime. You get nosebleeds. I had one that was kind of nasty the other day, and I never get nosebleeds. And I just couldn't get that thing to stop. Just when I would think it would stop and stuff, you know, that it was done. Nope. Which, again, very unusual for me. 5, it's a brown gray, Y11. Here we go. So this must be tan. I just thought this picture was so cute. I have a couple that I have outlined ahead of this one, and I usually just go in order, but I wanted a Santa Claus and reindeer one to do on camera with you guys. We, of course, will not get this all colored. And I don't know how much I have to talk about today, so we'll see how long this video will be. This color and chat will be this weekend. Heather and the kids are all doing well. With the exception, well, I mean, they're doing well. Little Mr. Levi, if you're new to my channel, I babysit normally babysit my grandkids full-time. Well, because of COVID, both in this household and then in their household, I haven't been babysitting for a while. And Levi, the beginning of this month, was supposed to have some real minor surgery to correct something he was born with. Nothing serious or anything, but of course he had to have a COVID test before surgery, and it came back positive. I don't know if I mentioned that in my last colorant chat or not. So of course, can't have his surgery. So then, you know, that extended the quarantine in their house. So I won't be babysitting until right after Christmas, that Monday or Tuesday after, one or the other. Heather's gonna be going back to work, because work is lost without her. I mean, she manages that entire building. You know, she's the office manager, and oh, I guess so many mistakes are being made and costing the company money. So her bosses are not happy, and it's like, what am I supposed to do? You know, she is working from home, but there are just certain things she can't oversee, you know, from home. So, yeah, she is getting paid while she's off, but, yeah. Matter of fact, she said she's putting in longer hours working from home than if she would be in the office. Because, of course, it just takes her longer to do things. You know, logging on from home, their internet is not the greatest out there. Okay. Let's go on to 6. And barely beige, R19. All right, where are you? Where are you? R19. Oh, there you are. Got it. Okay. So we are on 6. So, yeah, she was not happy with some news I had to give her earlier this week, and I wasn't real happy giving her the news. Again, for those of you who are newer to my channel, I think I talked about this way a long time ago in a coloring chat, but in 2012, so 8 years ago already, this month, I had bariatric surgery, gastric bypass to lose weight, and it was very successful. I have now lost half my body. And so every year I have to have a checkup on that, just to make sure things are still going good. And so I thought, well, while I'm in there, I see I missed a 4 down here. That's okay. We'll get it later. While I was in there, I thought, well, I might as well ask them about something. And that is the fact that I was pretty sure I had a hernia on the left side. So I thought, well, I've had it for a while, and I'm sure it came from all the moving, all the heavy lifting and crap like that I was doing. Oh, there's some more 5s too. I'll have to go back and fill everything. So she said, because I didn't have it checked out because I figured it wasn't going to be bad enough for them to want to do surgery, especially right now. Okay, next one is R3. Coral red for number 7. So yeah, I never really looked into it, but I just figured because my checkups are with surgical associates, so I mean, if you want to have somebody check it out, it would be there. And she told me, no, that should be taken care of. We'd rather have, take care of them when they're smaller than chance them, getting bigger and possibly have, something go wrong, where it would be emergency surgery because the intestines or whatever is pushing through that weakened spot, that hole can get stuck, and then that part of the intestine can die. Not a good thing. So yeah, they don't like to leave them now. And so I do have a meeting or an appointment with the surgeon tomorrow. So I am on a 20-pound lifting restriction. Yeah, right. And Levi weighs more than that. So I, just texted Heather after I got back from home for my appointment this past week. And I said, weird question, but how much does Levi weigh? And she goes, I don't know, between like 25 and 28 pounds. Why? And so I told her why. Yeah, she was not happy. She said, Mom, why didn't you get that taken care of while we were all off? And I'm like, yeah, I should have. I said, I just didn't think they would do anything about it now, especially with COVID. And I just kind of wanted to see if there were things I should watch out for, or, if it got to this point, then, mention something. But no. So yeah, she was not happy. Oh, we're on 7, right? Yeah. Which, granted, it's not necessarily my fault, but yet I can understand where she's coming from too. She's already had to take off so much work due to COVID, and she's going to want to try to get caught up as soon as she possibly can, and now I'm not going to be able to babysit again for a little bit. I have no idea how. I don't think I'd have to be off that long. Not the way they do surgeries nowadays. I really have no idea, because not only on the left, I've been starting to have pain on the right side too, but I have not felt a bulge at all like I do on the left side. And that's why I was pretty certain, yeah, it was a hernia. Rouge Orange Y5. And yeah, I just seen a physician's assistant for my checkup, and so she had me lay back on the table and then sit up while she felt, down there where I was feeling the bulge, and she's like, oh yeah. So yeah, it was pretty easy to feel it, I guess. So I imagine that's what my surgeon is going to do too, and then I may have to have both sides done right away. But I told Heather that, even before my surgery, I don't think it would be that big of a problem babysitting Levi. I can't expect her to stay off work until I heal from the surgery. So I'm gonna watch him anyhow. The most, yeah, I guess I do carry him around quite a bit, but only because he gets into so much stuff. And then I do carry him upstairs to my bedroom because that's where his crib is. And then, you know, when he's done with his nap, go up and get him and bring him down. So, you know, that probably would be the hardest part, but I don't really have an option. And like I said, I don't want her to feel like she's gonna have to stay home the entire time, because I know she's got to get back to work, and she has no other sitters available. I mean, she has no other options at this point. They are adding on to the daycare that Maddie goes to, because right now they do not have a baby or infant area, so they don't take kids under, what is it, 2, I think. But they haven't asked Heather about it lately. They were breaking ground, and it was supposed to be done now in, I think in February, they said. So I don't know if that is still the case, or if it's, you know, getting pushed off. It got pushed off already because it was supposed to be done last fall. Well, then with COVID and lumber being in such huge demand, they put it off, and first started last fall, late fall. So I don't know if they still plan on opening it in like February, because then she was going to be starting to take Levi there once or twice a week to get him kind of acclimated to it. Why are 3 for orange? Rather than Maddie, who had never been to daycare before she started school this year, so she had a little bit harder time adjusting. So Heather wanted to get Levi into daycare here and there, just so, you know, he's more aware of, you know, interacting with the kids and sharing and, you know, all of that stuff. So when he starts going there, then Grandma will be getting a day off here and there because he'll be going on the days that Maddie has school. Because for their 4K, one semester they go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which is what this last semester was for her. So I would have her on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, now this next semester, the other kids go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Maddie's group goes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this next semester, I would have Maddie then on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I don't know if, you know, she's probably planning on Levi going, you know, probably, you know, on a Monday, Wednesday, no, not a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, on a Tuesday or Thursday when Maddie's in school, I would think. And I don't know if she's just going to start him off with, you know, one day there, see how it goes, see how he does. I will link this book and these markers, by the way, down below in the description, in case somebody else wants to check it out. This book, like I said, I just love it. And now, if you don't like, you know, the white lines, you don't like filling these in, all of their mosaic books, I think there's, what, 3 of them? They did come out with, like Color Questopia did too, with what's called the black background. Even though it's not background, it's the lines are black. So you don't have to worry about either filling them in like I like to do, or if you don't fill them in, have to worry about going out of the line so easy. So I will link to I'll leave links to both the white background like this and also the black background version. They have, let's see, the one is a travel mosaic. What is the third one? I forgot. But yeah, they're all a lot of fun. Is that all the nines? As I keep moving this book back and forth on you. Are you getting seasick yet? Okay, I don't see any. Okay, any 10s? Because 10 is yellow orange. I think we have a couple circles that are, well, I seen one for sure. So that is Y6. So we at least have this one. These are so nice and juicy. I like the brush tip on them. Let's see, number 10, number 10, number 10. I guess if the number is up there, there is that number somewhere in the picture, because Sunlife Drawing only puts the numbers that are used in the picture, and I love the fact that they do that. That is one thing I do wish Color Questopia would do. But I guess considering Color Questopia has 50 colors, you know, maybe it would be harder for them to do that. I don't know. But yeah, it's always really nice when they only list the colors that you need. Especially when there's 50 colors, so you don't have to look through the long list. It's not like it's that hard though, you know, if it's number 35, well, you know about where that number is. Okay, we got a 10 way up here. I don't know, are these supposed to be constellations or what are they? Guess we'll find out. Oh, okay, we got a bunch of 10s in here. How's the weather by you guys? It's been really, actually pretty nice this week. We were in the upper 20s to low 30s, which, yeah, it's very nice for December. We've been having more fall-like weather than we did in September. September was so cold. It's like December and September kind of swap places. But we really have no snow on the ground. We did get a little dusting. When was that? Night before last? And we do have a little bit of a chance on Wednesday to get possibly a couple inches, so we'd have our white Christmas then. Oh, here's a couple tins. But yeah, oh, Mother Nature is so fickle. Christmas Eve and Christmas morning, naturally, we are having a huge Arctic blast coming in. And get this, Christmas Eve and into Christmas morning, we're supposed to have 20-some below zero wind chills. Boo-hoo. Yuck. Okay, Y3. You know, naturally, it would have to be when a lot of people have to get out and about, when it's going to be so freaking cold. Ugh. You know, bundle up the kids, go warm up the cars. Ew. So I know you guys in the South that hate the heat, I don't even think you guys would enjoy that. That would really be a shock to your system, wouldn't it? I don't think you'd know how to react in 20 below zero weather. It's bad enough for us, you know, and we go through it every year. I mean, we've had like 40 below zero wind chills. And yeah, once you get that cold, another 10 degrees below zero doesn't mean much. I have a cat or a dog pawing at my door back here like crazy. And if she doesn't stop, I'm going to have to pause.
Were you recording?
Bob must have let... Did he let one in here? Nope. Bet you it was Bella then. I don't know. Still at it. No, I bet you that's my Misty. She's the one that likes to claw at my doors. Sometimes I think she thinks I'm upstairs because she'll go up there and she'll claw at my bedroom door. And it's like, Misty, I'm down here. She loses track of me, I swear. Why is the fur in his hat yellow? That's kind of weird. Or sometimes she'll be in the kitchen and just meowing away for me. And it's like, Misty, I'm in here. And she's just meowing away. It's like, you silly thing, you. So, yeah. I'm assuming that is her at the door. She did stop now, though. Oh, I heard Bob go upstairs. Better not go in that diamond painting room. What you going up there for, Maynard? Trying to think if his gifts are out or if I card them up. Well, the big Home Depot box is out. Doesn't say what's in it, but I was just, I think, well, I don't know. I was just thinking of wrapping that box, but I'm assuming I got him a circular saw because his is, yeah, very, very old, and he's been complaining about it. So I got him a cordless one, a DeWalt, because he has other DeWalt cordless products. So, and the batteries are all interchangeable. And so, yeah, that's in the Home Depot box because I sent for it. But I'm assuming the box that the circular saw is in will be smaller than the big Home Depot box. So, yeah, I guess I will open the Home Depot box and just take out the one inside. Less wrapping paper. Easier to wrap. Usually every year I have humongo presents to wrap. And I really don't this year. I have one that's a little bit bigger for my oldest daughter, Tanya, but that's about it. Okay, let's go on to number 12, which is yellow green. GY3. Continue. GY3. We're just moving right along. Number 12. Oh, and before I get any farther into the color and chat, I did want to make an announcement in regard to the Jade Summer giveaway that I had how long ago now? Last week's color and chat, I did indicate the couple of winners that never got in contact with me. And now I have all but one that contacted me. So I had said that if not everybody contacted me by the time I did the color and chat this weekend, I unfortunately, and I hate to do this, but pick a new winner, draw a new winner. So the one that did not contact me was for the 3 Christmases in One Jade Summer coloring book. Okay, so the other 3, you guys have contacted me, and as soon as I get a name and address for this person I'm going to announce next, I will be sending out all 4 of the prizes at once. So I apologize to those of you who got me your names and addresses and are waiting. So the new winner of the Jade Summer 3-in-1 Christmas book is Teresa Slaughter. Is that how you pronounce your last name, Teresa? Congratulations. If you could please get in contact with me as soon as you possibly can with your, now I'm assuming Teresa Slaughter is your real name, but if not, give me your full name and your full address so I can get all 4 of these prizes out in the mail. And of course, you know, with this being Christmas week, I'm sure packages are getting delayed because they're, you know, swamped. So I hopefully will be sending them out in the near future. Again, once I have all names and addresses. So it is probably going to be after Christmas before everything gets sent out. I don't know. It depends upon if I get Teresa's address and I can get down to the post office yet this week. I don't know. I'm going to have to play it by ear. I will let you know, though, via the email that you guys have sent me. And Teresa, if you send me yours, I'll let you know when I send the prizes out. 14 is GY43. GY43. Okay, so we're on 12. So, yeah, make sure you get a hold of me. They've been kind of sitting on my desk for quite a while now. Okay, 14. Brush markers just work so perfect in these kind of books. And like the Color Questopia books. I love them. Love my brush tip markers anyhow, you know that. My absolute favorite. I can just use them so much better than chisel. You guys all know that. So. Oh, I have to show you something really, really cute. Let me do this one. I now also babysit my grandson from my oldest daughter. He is 10 and he is, you know, just virtual school. Well, now my daughter went back to work. She's working for FedEx. I said, boy, you picked a bad time of the year to start working for FedEx. Oh. So, yeah, I am watching Connor. Yeah, he's real hard to watch. He's so self-sufficient. He is diabetic, but he takes, you know, care of all of that. But he is such a sweetie. I'm going to zoom back out a little bit. Every day this past week, he's given me airmail. He would write a message, and then he'd fold it up into an airplane. He'd come in the living room, because he does his schoolwork in here on this desk. I have him set up in here. And he'd come in there, and he'd throw this paper airplane at me. So then every day, I would color him in with my Divical dual tip gel pens. So here it says, "You are the best grandma ever." Well, I know it says every, but I colored it in that way anyhow. So yeah, colored that one in. I think he loved the fact that I colored all his pictures in. Then he gave me this one. "I love you and you are the best." And "I love you and you're the best." So he started with this one, I think on Monday, then Tuesday, then Wednesday, and then Thursday, and then I didn't have him on Friday. So yeah, isn't that cute? My cute little Connor with the white blonde hair. Yeah, you can't call him Blondie because it's whitey. And his hair, oh my gosh, it was so funny. When he was a baby, we always called him cotton candy hair. Because his hair was so fine and, you know, just so pure white that whenever his hair would get wet, like, you know, if he was in the swimming pool or, you know, Heather was giving him a bath or whatever. Oh, look at them 13s I all missed. Imagine that. Why did I skip 13 and go right to 14? Silly Lisa. Anyhow. Yeah, his hair would get wet. It's like it would disappear. It's like it would melt on his head. And they're so curly and so fine. It's just, oh, his hair is adorable. And they're a little bit thicker now, but yeah, when he was little, yeah, his hair were like a little fluff ball. And it would disappear. He is a sweetie, though. So funny. Both him and his older brother, Logan. They are a hoot. Okay, I'm going to turn the book a little bit so I can get down here along the bottom. So yeah, very sweet, sweet kids. So when Heather starts bringing back Levi and Maddie, I will now have 3 kids here. Not sure if I'm looking forward to that or not. Although Connor would be probably more of a help to me than anything. He adores kids, so he'll probably play with Maddie and help with Levi, and he's good about that. So it might be a blessing in disguise to have Connor here. Except for I don't think I'll be able to tell him, "Connor, go change Levi's diaper." Never got away with that one with Jaden either. It's like, I don't do diapers. I should say, I don't either. Especially the stinky ones. Nah. Once you
cleaned enough stinky diapers. It's not that big of a deal anymore, is it? All you moms and grandmas and aunts and uncles and whoever else had to take care of kids. Gonna have to make supper in a little bit. I'm making Mexican lasagna. Ooh, yum. Haven't made that in a long, long time. I was having a craving for Mexican, but yet Mexican and Italian are my two favorite loves. Although I do love Chinese too. I do love stir fries and things like that. But yeah, Mexican and Italian. So this is kind of the best of both worlds. And then you can put what toppings on that you want. You know, load it up with, whoops, guess I gotta move that. Load it up with sour cream and all that fattening stuff. Raw onions, love raw onions. Hate cooked onions, but I love raw onions. Tomatoes and lettuce. Yum. Oh, I'm making myself hungry. Don't start talking about food. So, yeah, that should be good. And then we'll have leftovers for a little bit because there is only Bob and I. And then if ever I make too big of a batch of something, he just takes some out to his family that, you know, lives together, where it's two brothers that recently passed away, used to live. And, yeah, we'll take them some food out there. So, yeah. Kind of pass it on if it's a little too much for Bob and I. Let's go back to 13 now. Yeah, that's G3. Must not want to color with medium green or something. Regular green. Oh, I sure hope I took hamburger out of the freezer. I know I was going to yesterday and put it in the fridge, but now did I? Nah, that's what microwaves are for. Put it on defrost. No, I'm pretty sure I did. Okay. Yeah, now with it getting colder out, when you come into my house, you know, you can come in the garage way, because there's the garage, then there's a breezeway that's between the garage and the house. So normally, you know, you have the door coming from the garage into the breezeway, then there's a door coming from the breezeway into the house, and there's a couple steps there. The door coming into the kitchen from the breezeway, we always left open. You know, we didn't bother shutting it, so that we only had the one door to go through. Plus the litter box is in the breezeway. You know, so the cats, we had to leave the door open because of the cats. Well, now that it's getting colder outside, yeah, we're losing all that heat from the kitchen. So we went and bought a doggy door, and Bob put that in yesterday. And oh my gosh, the difference in that kitchen, wow, it is so much warmer. It's a pain in the butt, though, to have to go through two doors all the time when you're only used to one. And trying to train the cats to go through that doggy door, because there's the flap on there. And especially my skittish little Callie. First we left the flap up. We taped the flap up. And then entice them with treats. I would sit on the one side and shake this can of treats that they both absolutely love. And I finally got them to come through the door with, you know, the flap up. And so we left it that way for a couple days. And yeah, they were coming and going using the litter box really good. So now today we let the flap down. And I haven't seen Callie go through it. I figured she was probably going to have to use the litter box sooner or later, so I held the flap open and had her come through just so she would stay used to going through that part of the door. But I haven't seen her come through the flap on her own. And now Misty, she a number of times has gone from the house out into the breezeway through the flap. But something intimidates her going back from the breezeway into the house. She doesn't want to go back through that flap again because, of course, it's magnetized on the bottom, so it makes it, it's not real hard to push. It's not a strong magnet, thank heavens, because I did read some reviews on Amazon about some of them where the magnets were so strong, you know, the animal didn't want to go through, which is definitely what mine would be. Okay, let's go into 15. And let's see, 15 BG 68 turquoise blue. 68, there you are. Okay, 15. Really? We have a blue roof, okay. And so yeah, that's still going to be a work in progress. It's almost like potty training a kid. Gotta trapdoor train your cats. Not trapdoor. Doggy door train. Kitty door train. Because Bella really doesn't have to go through it. Although she does. When the flap was open, but now that the flap is closed, she doesn't. She's another chicken. And that's okay. We don't need her, you know. We open the door and stuff when we take her outside to go potty, so she doesn't really have to get used to going through the flap. And she likes going after the cats if she thinks they're in trouble doing something or whatever. It's like, I think she thinks she's helping us out, but she really isn't. And so she stands by that doggy door if Misty's on the other side waiting for her to come through, and it's like, Bella, get away from there. She's never gonna come through. She knows you're on the other side. That dog. Okay, let's go on to 16. PB1. PB1. And we are at just about an hour, so we'll color a little bit that yet and color good. I know I missed some numbers in here, but oh well. Like all the pretty lights up here. Is that what that's supposed to be now? All these colors, so pretty. Yeah, we'll see how long it takes to train these cats. May have to periodically tape that flap back up. I don't know. Okay, these are all 18, 17. Oh, here's 16 step. Is this supposed to look like snow or what? Snow with a blue tint? Or maybe it's water, frozen water, more commonly known as ice. Frozen water. Yeah, Lisa. Bob did go back to work this past Monday, and it actually went pretty good, I guess. He did decide to drop back to 4-day weeks, though. He's not working on Fridays, and he's been talking about doing that for, I think, a year now, and then he just never did it. But yeah, since, going back to work now after COVID, he said he's going down to 4-day weeks, which is good. He deserves that. But yeah, happy it's going well for him. He's still having some problems, though, with such a cough when he drinks certain things that we're thinking it's the stent. It has nothing to do with COVID. So he has to get a hold of them, because he's not sure if, it's something with the stent down in his esophagus that is making him cough like that, or I don't know. And I said, yes, you should call them. Oh, here's another couple 16s. So hopefully he'll do that this week and see what they say. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. I was going to go on the 17th, but there's quite a few 17s between down here and up above. And it is time for me to start my Mexican lasagna. And Bob is one where he really likes to eat on time. So I'm going to go start that. So, thank you so much for joining me, for watching and listening to this color in chat. Again, the week before Christmas. So, I will not be seeing you before Christmas. I am going to be filming some more tonight so that I do have content to put up next week yet for you guys. But this will be my last color in chat. So, Merry Christmas to those of you who do celebrate Christmas. And yeah, I will see you next weekend in the color and chat, which again will be right after Christmas. So I'm thinking we're going to do one more Christmas picture. For those of you that are sick of Christmas, I'm sorry. I love Christmas and I love coloring Christmas pictures. So yeah, I think we're going to do one more. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. And as always, happy coloring and Merry Christmas. Bye, guys.